the Russian army may have successfully ended a peace enforcement operation, but the battle continues in the media. Many say Russia has been losing the information war, but the international view of events may be changing. The British business daily, the Financial Times, has published a comment saying that the West should bear responsibility for the consequences of Georgia's attack on South Ossetia.
Georgia will not get its separatist provinces back unless Russia collapses as a state, which is unlikely. The populations and leaderships of these regions have repeatedly demonstrated their desire to separate from Georgia. Western governments should exert pressure on Georgia to accept this solution. These governments have a duty to do this because they, and most especially the US, bear a considerable share of the responsibility for the Georgian assault on South Ossetia and deserve the humiliation they are now suffering.
The Guardian considered the situation in Georgia's breakaway republics similar to that of Kosovo. It also welcomes the weakened role of the US, accusing it of reckless expansionism.
As in the case of Yugoslavia, minorities who were happy enough to live on either side of an internal boundary that made little difference to their lives feel quite differently when they find themselves on the wrong side of an international state border. Saakashvili's links with the neoconservatives in Washington are particularly close. The lobbying firm headed by US Republican candidate John McCain's top foreign policy advisor, Randy Schuneman, has been paid nearly $900,000 by the Georgian government since 2004. The war has also exposed the limits of US power in the region. Unipolar domination of the world has squeezed the space for genuine self-determination, and the return of some counterweight has to be welcome.
And the Times doubts that some claims made by Georgia and the West over the last week are sound or reasonable.
Moscow can also counter Georgian PR, the last weapon left to Tbilisi. Human rights? Look at what Georgia has done in South Ossetia and also in Abkhazia. National sovereignty? Look at the detachment of Kosovo from Serbia. False pretexts? Look at Ronald Reagan's invasion of Grenada to rescue US medical students. Western outrage? Look at the confused cacophony.